Hello, hello.
We are back, and this could be our nice tune. Like I really like this one. I
I, s-
wanna dance
I
to
hear
it.
that. I hear that. I hear that in my sleep now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So how
welcome,
are you
folks, to
doing?
Full Stack to Noobs. Yes, I'm doing good. Sally, how about yourself?
I am very very excited for this one because today we need to actually come
Get it
to a
working.
state exactly that everything is
Yeah,
supposed to work. Otherwise, we will have hard time.
yeah, and Sally, do you know today? I'm not sure if it's the same in Berlin, but today in the UK, it's April the 1st, which means that it's April Fools. But
Yeah.
the rule is you're not allowed to do any April Fools after midday, so 12 o'clock. So we are now, at least in the UK, it's 12:30. We are in the safe
Okay.
period, right? So for folks watching, this is going to be fool-proof, joke-proof, or joke-free rather. Um,
Yeah,
if you
I
haven't
mean,
joined before, this is Full Stack for Noobs, a series. We're on episode 19 now, where we, as in Sally and myself, are taking you through how to build an application from the start using Kiro. Sally, what have we built?
we have been building this cool game that you can use Kiro to answer some programming and general knowledge questions alongside multiple choice questions. We have built the website, we have built the backend, we have built the infrastructure, we have deployed the infrastructure with some errors. And now we're in a spot that we can actually bring all of them together to make it work for us.
Exactly, and that's where
And
we are today, right? So yesterday, we kind of left it where we had actually kind of deployed the whole thing via CDK onto
yeah,
AWS, but we had also discovered a problem that we had with one of the stacks. So in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the CDK code. We're going to have a look. We're going to make some changes.
yes.
Delete everything, redeploy everything, which is of course the beauty of immutable infrastructure, right? Allows you to do this and have confidence that you can rebuild your application every single time.
I'm very confident that it will be cool. I think the problems that might happen, the problems, the reasons of them, and so on. I don't think that they are going to stop us from deploying it today. But let me
Exactly. But
share my
I know you're
screen.
just happy that all the problems are in the back end there, right? I know, I can see that you're just very
I
delighted.
I love it because I get to learn. That is the most important part. I love it because I get to learn. So let me make this bigger. And so what we did was we had a few issues. One of them was where we were at basically was we need to terminate the instances that we have deployed and recreate it again. So
Yeah.
this is one task that we have to do. But before we move forward as well, uh, Ricardo, do you want to take us through that? Like
Yeah.
what
So
improvements
what we're
can
going
be
to do,
done?
what we're going to do is we're going to make a few changes, having
Yeah.
reviewed the actual user data. So user data is used when you effectively provision an EC2 instance, and it's what you effectively use to build that EC2 instance, right? So when we terminate it, we're going to replace it with something else. So in the infrastructure stack, I think in the EC2 specific stack, we're going to make some changes, and we're going to remove Docker, because one of the problems we had was Docker was
Yeah.
installed and Finch was just not. It was using Docker rather than Finch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's the first thing we're going to do. But we're going to also do something else, right? Because we realize that we're kind of blind, right, with the way that the EC2 instance does the evaluations using these container images. And what Sally did yesterday, and it will be in the chat history, is Kiro gave us effectively 3 test harnesses, right, to test Java, TypeScript, and Python through the evaluator. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically also, and we're going to do this in the pipeline.
let me
We're
find it
going
in the
to
meantime.
create, or we're going to ask Kiro to update the pipeline so it adds these as
Here.
tests.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that basically what that means is that every time we do make a change, we can run
Yes.
these tests, and effectively, we got a lot more confidence that we know that the EC2 instance, or the backend rather, the evaluations containers are running okay. So that's the idea, right? So make
Yeah.
a few tweaks to the actual build, and then add some additional checks. Now we also are going to need to, I guess, delete the current stacks, Sally. So maybe we should start doing that first, because that's going to take a while to do, right? And then we can then make the changes to the or ask Kira to make the changes to the actually. Can we do that? Oh, can you? We can't make changes to the stack whilst it's deleting, can we?
Like if you're not deploying, I think we can.
Okay, as long as we don't save the file, because I know in the past when I've tried doing that, it's then use that latest file as part of the when it's doing the destroy.
Okay.
So I think that's what. So, but we do need to delete everything we've got, and of course the beauty of using infrastructure as code is that we can actually easily do this using one simple command, I believe, Sally.
I mean, yeah, we have this CDK destroy all.
Destroy. I like. I prefer destroy.
Yeah, destroy.
So it's a cross between destroying and trolling. Let's troll the infrastructure.
The new, it is the new way of destroying.
Yeah.
No, it's
we make fun of it, and then it just
it is basically like when you get it is basically when you get hungry and you say I'm drooling but destroying. All right, so here we are. I'm just going to.
Don't worry, this is a safe. We've got everything running. Like, oh, hang on, is required.
I will just say the CDK destroy. Let's see.
Yeah,
help is required. Okay, you know what? I will just.
You're in the wrong directory. You're in the wrong directory.
Yeah.
That's why
I got super lazy.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Yeah. We've all been there. Anyone who uses CDK, we've all done that.
Oh yes.
So now it's going to go through, and what it'll do is it will actually figure out the logical order in which to do it. So it'll go from the amplify, which I probably be quite quick, and then go from there. So whilst it's doing that, what we can do is get up the CDK, the infrastructure for the EC2 instance.
Should we we don't do manual changes, right? Like we want to.
Yes, you're right. But I think this one we can do, right? Because all we're going to do is we're going to remove some files. So,
all right.
And again, us humans have got to do something, right? So let's get the EC2 stack.
Yes.
And then do a search for user. Actually, just do a search for Docker. Actually, that's probably easier.
Yeah.
And
so let me get rid of this bad boy.
Yep. Oh, I like you do. You're completely getting rid of it. Okay, so what is that? Everything for that is everything. So let's get rid of that. Yep, that is pretty much it. And save that.
It says no Docker. Yes.
Yep. So we have now got completely rid of Docker, and we will only have Finch, which should be everything we need for running this. So
should we write down our rules and like test cases and so on in the meantime we wait for this? Like
we'll do the rules though in the pipeline, right? In the pipeline stack, because if you look at the pipeline stack, if we open that up and go to the and if we go to the so here we go, we've got the app spec. So we've got effectively a bunch of things. We've got effectively it runs after install, application start, application stop, and then build, right? So what we can do is the way this works at the moment, it's actually creating that script. We can see, but if you scroll up, we can see it's actually installing the script or creating the script. Scroll down. That's the script. So this script here, the game engine, this is where actually we want it to actually effectively, because we've got the command there, look, 101, set permissions for build images, and then we've got actually I think, look, ensure Docker is accessible. So this is interesting, right? So now we don't have that, right? So we're gonna have to, when we do the prompt, we're gonna have to say revise the pipeline stack for Finch, not Docker.
We should write it somewhere at least so we don't forget about it.
I think that's good. Let's start.
I would say revise the pipeline stack.
So so I would say let's guide it a bit more. So let's put in brackets in brackets. Let's put, for example, the app spec, comma script file.
Script says
That
right.
could be that should be lowercase, because in that file it says it's script. I think it's
Yeah.
called script.sh. I think it's if you go back to the pipeline tab, it will. I think it's called. It's not start. No, it's not start. If you go further up. There we go. It's after install.sh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Switch from Docker to Finch. Now I'm hoping, right, that it's just not going. It's going to just basically not do a /s Docker /s /Finch, right? Because that ain't going to work.
Yeah.
So, yes, become popular with. We have a. What's this? Become popular with. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe.
Yeah. Let me check.
Anyway,
become popular with. All right. I think this is a person that would be kicked out.
oh, okay, right, okay.
Banned.
Okay, well, we have that. We deal with everything on this show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're also gonna put in this prompt is saying that we want to add in the after install script. So in this line 2, add the following tests.
Hold on. It says something couldn't EC2 couldn't delete it. Modify its disabled API termination instance, attribute and try again, blah blah blah.
Delete found.
I
wonder whether it's got termination, disable API termination. So what's happened, okay? It's created the EC2 instance with that. So we have to go manually now and into the EC2 console and disable that.
Yeah, let me open my.
So whilst you're doing that, I'll explain for folks who may not be familiar with this. So within AWS, you do have for certain AWS services the ability to have what's called termination protection. Now, in this instance, it's an EC2, and what it means basically is that you can apply protection so that if someone accidentally tries to delete something, the computer says no, right? And we see this on a number of other services, right? So
computer says no.
Computer says no. And so what I guess has happened here is when we've used CDK, that construct has enabled that as a default. Yeah. So all we need to do now is basically go into the EC2 instance and change. I think it's instance state, isn't it? Change. I remove or is it actions? Oh yeah, no, terminate.
Should I delete it manually or should I change?
I think we have to change. I think we have to change. I think it might be here. Yeah, it might be one of these. Where is it?
Modify instance metadata options.
No, it's not going to be that. Okay, maybe try some of this. Maybe the security.
Or user data, right?
No, it's not that. It's not. It won't be that one. No, it's not that one. Okay, so what happens? Let's try deleting it then. Let's try deleting and see what happens. It should
change stop protection.
Oh, that's the one. That's it. That's the one. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Yeah, there you go.
Termination protection.
Perfect. That's it. Okay.
Be disabled. Yes. Should I disable more settings like stop?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. So now if we go back to CDK, we can I guess try again.
Do it again, and I think it will skip the others and continue with whatever we have.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because one of the things that I do find with CDK is that sometimes it will require you to go into actually the console to delete some stuff, right? It's gotten better over time for sure. But this is not like a big thing, right? It's just a sensible default that's been implemented. So now, whilst that's going, we can revert back to the problem. So well caught there, Sally.
Yeah, it was a moment decision.
yeah. Okay, so let's add to line 2 of this. We want to basically say we want to add 3 tests to the after install script. Yeah. So So basically, what we're going to say is that so before we copy and paste those, to test the containers, the evaluation container to test, the containers, evaluation containers are running okay, or running as expected.
Yeah.
And now we can basically put those that we can put in code comments.
I will just do this.
And you're going to copy the whole thing. Oh, is that going to work?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
It will.
It will. It will. I have every faith in you.
Follow it. All right. So I go here. I paste it, and
okay. Now you
like I will do this. So this is like it
knows
I
that. See. I see. That's not. That's a good idea. I wouldn't have thought to do that. So.
And so this way, like at least from the bash perspective, it would make sense.
Okay. So what can I make one slight, maybe minor suggestion that we maybe put surround the code blocks, right, with the three hyphens, or do the whole. Yeah. That's it.
And there we go.
Should we do them individually? Because at the moment we've got we've got. So my preference would be to do so we've got one bash, right? It's got all three of them. Oh, okay, it's okay. That's fine.
I think all of them are bash scripts, right? Like for example,
they are.
Yeah, it is independent generally, but yeah.
No, okay. So let's leave it at this.
Yeah.
So I think this what this will do is this will add something to the pipeline so that when we do any deployment, it's going to validate, and the build will fail. Okay, the build will fail if it can't run the containers, which is what we want. We want that to actually to run. Okay. One thing that probably we might want to do though, Sally, as well, in your Kiro tab, we don't have a Finch skill, but we do have an MCP server for Finch, right?
All right. You want that.
Yeah, so let me send you through the Finch. I'm going to send you the
Don't
MCP
you think
server.
it is available online?
It's a local one. You have to run it through UVX.
Okay.
So yeah, it's I'm just trying to.
But there's a button here. Should I just like add it here?
If you've got it, yeah, why not? I mean, yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't need the MVMs though. So
we don't need the what?
The M. So the profile. We don't need those. So anything in the env section, we can remove that. Yep.
There we go.
Okay, cool. And so now, if you save it, you should now see in the actual in the Kiro tab. You should see.
I just need to test this, and I did. So I go and here I see the Finch.
It's enabled. Yep, looks good. So what we probably want to do as well is in the top prompt, okay, where we've asked it to revise from Docker to Finch, ask it to use the Finch MCP server. So if you go to the top, the very first line, switch to Finch. So yeah, use the so let's use the Finch in the same line. It's got to be in the same line.
Yeah.
So yeah, use the Finch MCP server. Yeah. Okay.
No.
So that gives me a lot more confidence now that it's not just going to do a straightforward replace to the So I guess the question is now: do we wait until this is because I mean it's currently doing the VPC, right?
Yeah.
And this actually I find this can sometimes be the slowest, specifically when it's trying to delete either the NAT gateway or the internet gateway, right? So we may find sometimes what I do is I actually go into the console and I just speed things along by deleting these things manually. But only because we don't necessarily have the speed of Terraform. Sorry, I'm not. I promise you, so that's the last time I'm going to say. anything about.
Shame. But like,
Well,
here's the thing that do you think with these two we will be ready with everything?
so as in like the revised stack, you mean?
Yeah.
So the only other thing that we mentioned, okay, yesterday was the fact that it opened up by default the back end to the open internet, right, on port 5001, and what we wanted it to do was just to limit it to the CloudFront distribution.
Well, yeah.
That's one thing we talked about. The other thing we talked about is how do we pass the URI, the IP, the DNS, right, from the EC2 stack to the Vite environment variable in .env file, and we talked about using a either AWS parameter store to do that. So what we could also maybe add is revise the stacks so that the output of the EC2 stack updates the .env file for the amplify stack.
All right. So
Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I'm just thinking. We also wanted to like. Do you think that would be enough to create this one pipeline to deploy?
So, okay, let's. What do you mean by one pipeline to deploy?
Do you remember? Like, I wanted to have a pipeline.
Right. So we're not going to have one pipeline, right? As we said yesterday, what we're doing here is we're making changes to so the pipeline at the moment. Let's think about this. Yeah. Pipelines are triggered by changes in a code repo. Okay, so far the only the pipeline is triggered when we make changes to the back end, right? And we make changes to the back end, it's going to basically go through the CDK stack and deploy it all, right? So if we want to make changes to the back end, we're covered, right? But if we make changes to the amplify code, then it's not going to be covered because we can't have a trigger from we'd have to create effectively another pipeline, if that makes sense. So what we'd have to do is create a new pipeline in the pipeline stack that used your front end repo, okay, and would then basically trigger the amplify hosting. So does that make sense? So in a way, what we're saying is we're creating two pipelines, right? And where we've currently got the CDK application that deploys the amplify, what would happen is it would change slightly. So the stack's still fine, the layout is still okay, but what we'd have to say is that we want a new pipeline for the amplify that gets triggered on your source, your GitHub repo, right? So that it basically then does all the build and deployment that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just I mean, what you say makes sense, but at the same time, I'm thinking let's continue with that one. But I think still having a pipeline that would, because it is still requiring some manual calculations and so on, right?
Why does it? So if we update the backend API to publish the URI in a secret or configuration store, right? Then the second store, we define what that is, and it picks that up and uses that going forward, right? There is no manual then intervention required. Because if you think about it, Sally, right, the state of the back end is whilst it's running, whilst it's deployed through this CDK stack, the state and the only thing the only thing the front end cares about is the URI. Okay, so we can capture that as part of the build step, right, to publish the URI to an AWS secret, which we define. We can define the name, right, and then when we create the amplify stack, we can say we have a URI. Okay, this is the parameter store it's going to be stored in, right? The first thing we want you to do is grab that, because that's going to be our environment variable, right? And then you only ever deploy the front end after the back end is deployed, right? If you try and do the front end first, that parameter won't be there. It will fail. Okay. So effectively, we're decoupling that and not having to do it through. I mean, we can do it manually through a configuration file as well, right? But let's do it through parameter store.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I mean, it does, but like maybe I don't see something. So I want to see the deployment, and if I'm not happy,
Ali,
then we can change.
I think what we need your pen work again. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do the scribble. Yeah. Why does not work? Only when I need you. Come on.
It will work.
Yeah.
Have faith.
You know what? I will use your amazing driver. The one from yesterday. Okay. I downloaded it yesterday.
You did. So it'd be interesting to see if it works, because this is the reason why I stopped using the Wacom drivers, right? Because the problem is, after you install it, it works fine. Yeah. But then the next time you want to use it, it just never worked, right? Whereas this driver always made it work. So
it says, this is super weird. It says like open tablet driver, Apple could not verify is free of malware or not.
Oh yeah, you have to do that. That's part of our standard build, though, right? So I think if you go to settings security, you can bypass that.
I don't care about it anyway.
we care about security, Sally. Surely.
Yeah, of course. No. I mean, of course, 100%. I just want. I know this is a good thing. You know, that's what. I mean.
Yeah. So whilst you're figuring that, we can still see that the delete in progress for the PC is still happening, right? So I think what's happened, if we were to go to the CloudFormation screen on the console, we would see that either it's errored,
or it's taken 6,000 minutes.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, it normally is. So yeah, if you click on that, if you actually click on the game stack and then go to events. Oh, okay. That's there should be a text version of that. So if you go to scroll up again and see the table view.
Yes,
that's the one. So is there there's nothing red here, is there? Right.
No.
Okay.
Let's go fast. Yeah, nothing
red so far. So what we can do is go to the VPC that's been created. So if you go to, you can go to the quickest way to go to resources.
From here, resources,
and it'll point you to the VPC. So if you expand the VPC thing.
Yes, sir. There we go.
And expand that's the one. You got to click on that link. Yeah.
Yes.
And what you can do is you can do action delete, and it will actually say that it can't delete it for whatever reason. But just try action delete VPC. It'll tell you that an IP address is in use. Oh no, it's worked. Okay. Fine.
Let's see if it's going to say now.
Fantastic. That. So again, I think what's happened is maybe there's been a termination control applied to that, and it should now start deleting it. So if we go back to your thing, we should start seeing some movement now.
Let's see in Kira if we see something.
Yeah, well, it might take it might take 60 seconds or something. But anyway, back to the diagram. So
yeah, back to the diagram. I couldn't make this work, so I will just reuse the same driver and fix this problem later on. Oh my God, like I can't believe that in 2026 we are still dealing with drivers.
We are dealing with drivers, AV, and printers. Although to be fair, printers now I've solved, right? I know that's quite a bold statement in 2026, but I switched from inkjet printers to a brother laser printer, right? Still, it works. It's destroyed. Yeah. And ever since moving to that brother laser printer, oh my God, it just works fantastically on all the devices in my house, phones, laptops, whatever, right? Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
I wanted to ask you something. Like in the meantime, I remember you guys did this sticker, AI sticker thing last year at
Oh yes,
um,
at the AWS
at
booth.
the
That's
event.
right. Yeah.
How was it working? Like, what was
So
this?
there was a React front end. You'll be happy to know.
Yeah,
And effectively, what allowed you to do is it allowed you to effectively create a prompt. Okay.
yeah,
And from that prompt, it would use. I think it was using Midjourney.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's using Midjourney as a. Or no, what was it using? No, it wasn't using Midjourney. It was actually using Canvas, Amazon Nova Canvas model
yeah. Of course,
to generate effectively models. Hey, Tobias, very good to see you too, my friend.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
then
so
then
yeah,
there, basically the front end also had some abilities to change the style. So was it watercolor, punk rock, that kind of thing, right? And then it would give you a preview of the sticker, and if you were happy with it, it would then print. And that's basically how it worked. And the printer, obviously, it was just you would then manually print, and we had this really amazing printer with reels of ink and reels of these round stickers.
yeah.
I mean, Gunnar and me, we basically ended up printing off like hundreds of Kiro stickers, right? Because we didn't have any official Kiro swag, so they went very, very quickly. And I still got one on my laptop actually.
Yeah. By the way, this is not working. Let's not waste any time because I am
Okay.
I'm
Right. Well,
interested.
actually, maybe I tell you what. If it's not working for you, maybe it'll
Yeah.
work for me, and maybe I will do some. So we can. Let's have a look. I'm gonna try. What? Let's have a look.
You try it. In the meantime, I will try it as well.
Okay. Let's have a look. I've got my. I'm using that open source driver, collecting to open. Oh, it says no tablets to. Oh no, there we go. I've got it. My Whatcom tablet has been. It takes a second before it actually sees it. So
No, I will delete and redo it. Do you want to share your screen?
I'm going to share my screen, but let me just first of all get the application I use to do this. Okay, right. Okay, so now that's done. I can share my screen. Share screen. Share window. Okay, right. So, can you see my screen? You can, right?
I can, of course.
Okay, right. So effectively, what we've got. Okay, so what are we trying to do? So basically, we're here, right?
Yeah.
So we're the dev, and we've got effectively we've got three stacks, right? Well, three different code bases. We've got the front end, we've got the back end, and then we've got the infrastructure as code. Okay. And this is all code, right? TypeScript, Python, and TypeScript. So what I think you want, Sally, okay, is if you make a change to the front end, okay, so you effectively you do your git commit, okay, that you want to trigger. What do you want that to trigger? So change.
So what's
it going to trigger?
So I want, like, when there's a change, I wanted to first check if there's any, like, in the meantime, if there was any changes also on the backend side as well. Because
why would you do that? So walk me through.
Would I do it? No,
yeah,
because immediately,
So yeah,
No, that's dumb. Why?
Why are you coupling? Why are you coupling your that?
We already have different repositories. Why am I doing it? No, that's dumb. Let's forget about it.
No, it's not dumb. I'm interested. I'm interested because there's always a thought as to why, I mean, maybe you want to do an atomic change. Maybe you want to kind of like make sure that these are always in sync, right? So maybe
I wanted to make it sync, but they are already, like, right now the dependency
they're decoupled,
like,
right? They're decoupled.
Yeah, dependency on, like, if there's a change on backend, yes, we can change. Like, we can update the front end because we have to let it know if there's a change and if it affects the front end side.
So I guess here, for example, let's say, for example, we make an API change. Okay. If we make an API change here, then it's gonna potentially impact the front end. Is that what you're saying? Because it could do, right? That makes sense.
That's what I mean. Like for me, like dependent changes that might happen might cause us to.
And you might make a change in the front end that basically then disconnects it from the back end. So the change itself isn't necessarily. So what we're saying is that how do we treat this as a so what you're saying is we do want to treat these as an atomic change.
Yeah.
But okay, so at the moment, the way this is working,
I'm preparing my pen. I will show you my penship soon.
Oh, okay. So it's working.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
I'm just reinstalling everything.
Okay, right. So and I am just using that open source driver, by the way. It's the only thing that works for me. Okay, so we want to treat. So what we're saying is we want to treat these two as changes as one unit of change, right? Yeah. And that means that at the moment, you see, we've got this is in one GitHub repo,
yeah,
and this is in another, right?
Yeah.
And so the problem we've got is that when we've got pipelines, when we've got our pipeline, it's basically it's asking which repo is triggering change, right? So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to basically create a mono repo effectively. We're going to have to change the structure so that we've got the front end and the back end code in one repo. And then when we make changes, that will then drive the pipeline.
So let me.
I'm gonna stop sharing, and then you can. I want to see your beautiful penmanship.
You know, like so. let's go with this. So, all right. Okay. I'm not sharing my screen.
Mine is so retro. This is my pad, right? I've been using this thing. It's so old. It's so old. But you know what? It works.
Yeah. Yeah, but like here's it. Like I blame the driver. But anyway, so of course. So here is the thing. So we have the front end, right? Oh no.
Whoa.
What's going on?
It's the driver.
Shame on you. Shame. So we have the. Now I'm distracted. Okay. So we have the front end. Okay.
Okay.
And I go like we have the back end, right? Yep. And we have the infrastructure. So here's my question.
Yeah.
Infrastructure has a dependency on both. Infrastructure is responsible for both backend and front end deployment, right? So if I make a change on infrastructure, I need to also rebuild the backend and front end. Okay. Yes or no, please. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is like, let's say pipeline number one.
Yeah. So that basically what you're saying, and this is what we talked about yesterday, right? This is where you have an infrastructure pipeline versus an application pipeline. So we don't have this currently in a repo, and we don't have a pipeline, right, for this. So if we wanted to do that, then we would do that. But what I think, Sally, is given where we are with this project and the fact that we need to focus on the delivery, I don't think that's a priority at the moment. It's a priority. We've got the code.
Of course, but here's the thing. Like that's why I said like this is not a priority, and I want to build it.
So the fact that as long as we publish the CDK stack code, right, with the repo, right, that is how you deploy this application, right? So we can version control that. We can put it somewhere, either GitHub or in a private, GitLab instance, whatever, right? That will be how you always deploy this infrastructure. And of course, we can manage that. We can manage the version of that through standard, GitHub and version control, right? we can automate that through pipelines. I don't think we need that. What we do need though, is we do need the automation of changes to the front end and back end, right? So that's what we're focusing on. So I think, yes, exactly.
Yeah, this is me quoting you. CDK the best, Rick. What is Terraform?
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree. Like, let's not waste any time as well. From my side, like, we deleted everything already. Honestly, I also wanted to talk about this while the deletion happens.
Yeah, but I think it's okay. So if we go back to the prompt, right? So we haven't quite finished, because we were talked about a few other things, right?
Yeah.
So the thing at the bottom that we were about to write was effectively, what was it again? I think we were talking about the using a parameter store, wasn't it, to store the output of the front end, back end URI. So what we're going to say is we want to say update, or update,
We are not using secrets manager or something, right?
Well, first, what we want, but first of all, we have to state what we want the keyword to do, right? And that is we want it to update the stacks.
Yeah.
So that the output of the backend API in the EC2 stack is stored as a parameter in AWS parameter store. Because it's not a secret, right? It doesn't need to be in secrets manager.
It does it though.
I don't know.
I mean, you know.
Okay.
Okay. No.
Okay. I mean, either way, I do use Secret Manager as well. I love it. It's a great tool. But I'm just thinking about the API costs, right? Although we only ever do that every time you do deployment, so it's not a big deal, right?
It's not going to cost anything. Like, isn't it part of the free tier anyway? When you think from the
no, I don't think so. I don't. Well, not Secrets Manager. No, Secrets. And the only reason why I know this, right, is because I
paid for it.
Yeah. No. So I implemented with Apache Airflow, you can store environment variables in Apache Airflow, right? But and they're encrypted, so they're secure. But what we were looking to do is actually store it in Secrets Manager, because effectively it's a single place to manage it. So as you do deployments, it's easier to manage overall. What we found out, was that the architecture of Airflow at the time, it doesn't happen anymore. It was hitting the Secrets Manager API literally hundreds of times a minute. And in 1 month, I think my AWS Secrets Manager costs was like $60-$70, right? Crazy money, right? So I think, and I don't know if the cost is less or the same for parameter store. So that might be a reason. But in this instance, because we're only ever going to be calling it every time we do deployment, it's a non-issue. I agree. It's a cost is not an issue in it here, but it's just something. It's a differentiator.
I'm just quoting you here. Parameter store is better than Secrets Manager, and it's more expensive.
Actually, I prefer Secrets Manager if I can afford to use it.
Yeah. All right.
But, so I come from Galicia in Spain, right? We are famous for being tight, right? So
hello.
Yeah.
Turkish bargain. Have you heard of it?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, okay,
my wife hates it when we go out shopping, right? Because she knows, right? She knows I'm gonna say, what's your best price, right?
Yeah.
I don't do book price. Tell me, give me your best, and then she hates it. She walks off, right? Because she does not like that.
But like, she pays the tag price.
She does.
I mean, it's nice to
I don't
be rich,
understand
I guess.
that. I don't understand that myself, right? Anyway, so look, update the app. So the
she's the best. Let's say hi to her, so you don't have a hard time.
Yeah, exactly. So update the stack so that the output of the backend API. So I guess we want URI, don't we? So I think maybe let's put it in brackets the Flask Flask URI, maybe just so it gives it more context. URL.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was going to carry on, actually. So rather than a new line, what I was going to say is that we want to update the stack so the output of the backend URL is used as an input to the Amplify stack, if that makes sense.
This is the new task. This is a new task. Use the same.
Okay, so I let me disagree with you on this one, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I think it's the same is because we want Kiro to make changes in a number of different places, right? But it's on the same task. And so what will happen, okay, is that it has to update the stacks for Amplify and for the EC2 instance, right? To do the posting and the reading, but it also has to update the permissions as well. So because by default you don't have permissions to access the parameter store. So for me, this is all one thing, and we specify the scope of the work. Yeah, use the saved API URL with the Amplify front end. Okay, so but use the saved API URL. Okay, yeah. Okay, so is it? Do we need to be more specific than this?
Use the saved API and not use the saved API URL. Make sure the saved API URL is used by the front end application, or like not used but passed to the front end application for backend.
But we need to let's be specific. Let's talk about the Amplify stack, right? So we know it's the Amplify stack.
Okay, in the Amplify stack.
Okay, I can buy this. This works. I'm sorry, I'm giving you a hard time today, Sally.
Well. No, sorry, that was too loud.
I like that. That was good. Actually, it's like come to the dark side.
Yeah, like let me make some more drawings.
I don't think that works with my microphone. Come to the dark side.
It works. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I need my microphone's feeling left out compared to yours, so I'm gonna just put it in the microphone. There we go.
Yeah, come on. Probably
it's not as fancy as yours, but
like that. This feels better only because I do charismatic voices, but why is it not? Do something. Do. Anyway, all right.
It's the driver. You know why?
Now it is.
Change the ink. Guess it. Change the ink, and you'll be fine.
Let me see. Ha.
Yes, Star Stiller. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to do. Anyway, so let's be a good citizen.
Okay, sorry. There was one more thing as well. Oh, yeah, we're gonna update. Oh, yes, good call. Update to the latest version of the CDK always. Nice move. I think the last thing we were going to do was about the CloudFront distribution, right, and updating the security group. So update the backend security group to only allow access from the front end CloudFront distribution.
So the update the backend security group. So the backend is only accessed through the CloudFront distribution
of the front end stack. Yeah.
The front end.
Yeah, that's it.
But like here, I will use my pen. So this is our front end, okay? And this is our CloudFront for the EC2, and this is the EC2. So we want this CloudFront instance to be only able to communicate this front end, right?
Correct, because what that means is that although, interestingly enough, okay, we probably also want to add the fact that we can access it directly through a private IP, custom IP, so that we can access it if we want to ourselves. But the reason why we want to do that, Sally, is we don't want to open up the back end to the whole world, right? So
100%.
But you're right.
For me, I was thinking maybe even telling that this EC2 is only allowing the calls from this CloudFront distribution link. So it is not even leaving this CDN. Does it make sense?
You have to know. I explain more.
So like, for example, right now, here's how it is. So front end, we have a link, right? And we can also listen to the network calls and everything that it does.
Yeah.
And since this is not a server-side rendered application, everything happens on the client side.
Yeah.
So we see, we can sniff everything.
Yeah.
And when we make a call, people can see where we are doing a call and the response.
Which is okay. We're okay with that.
Yeah. So far, everything is okay. And this call, we do it to the CloudFront for the EC2, right?
Yeah.
And inside the EC2, we let's say this is our machine. What I am looking for is a way to say that, hey, when the call comes to this CloudFront thing, no, that's stupid because it's already here. It can already reach out to this.
Well, but okay. So are you saying that you want to know what additional controls, security controls you might want to implement between the CloudFront distribution and the EC2 instance?
I don't want to have the problem that I mentioned to you earlier on. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to have a public IP address that is open for anyone to look for. But CloudFront is already providing that. So if someone has my CloudFront IP address, it means it's already open.
Yeah, it's already open, which they will have anyway because unless we put a custom URL on it, which we will probably to test it, that there's no way around that. Okay, there's no way around that. The only security we have, Sally, is the auth token, right? That's the only security we have.
Good auth token, yeah. No, you're
so
right.
People can, right. I mean, people can't do anything without the auth token, and we're not going to publish that. So I don't see that being a big problem.
Yeah. We are not going to publish that. Oh my god.
Well, you know, I might want to leave.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking, right?
Yeah.
If Amazon security people are listening, I'm joking.
Yeah. Opinions are our own.
Exactly.
AWS is security first. We are just joking.
Exactly.
That's all. Anyway, so so right now we have a good 4 tasks. Should we run it? We have the security group. We have everything in place.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think we did enough for me to do some penmanship as well. So I'm happy with where we are.
Yeah. I tell you what, the quality of your boxes is now you ruined it.
Not this one. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. Come on, this doesn't count. It is getting better and better.
Yeah, it's getting better. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful.
It's a proper one.
Yeah. Tell you what, maybe changing the thickness of the pen might be a good.
Yeah. I just like Excalibur has only a few options. So I don't.
Okay.
It's a nice, quick, and easy way to draw stuff. I'm not, I'm not very. How to say? I'm not very sophisticated as you are, man. I'm just. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Nice.
What do you mean?
all praise the Jeff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I like my paycheck, so no. No
Me too.
comments. No.
Me too.
No, all good. Of course, we can have our opinions if it's our own. So, all right. So we have everything in place. What are we going to do next?
Right now, we're going to basically ask Kiro to go through those tasks. We basically need to. We can either paste them one at a time. We could do that, couldn't we? We could paste them directly into the chat. Or if you want to keep a track record, let's ask it to go through each one at a time. You know my preference, Sally, don't you?
Your preference is, of course. Where did I put this file, by the way?
It's there. It's in the root. I saw it. It's in the root.
No, this is not the same file. This is a completely different file.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where. Let me see it. Open where this is. No,
it's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It is in a completely different place. It was in the settings. Why would I want to say? I don't know.
In the Kiro directory.
No, it was in the VS Code, I think.
Kiro in Kiro settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. Anyway, so infrastructure tasks. YOLO.
Oh yeah. Is this the right one?
Yeah, this is the right one.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's go. Basically, let's we want to say basically, Kiro, review the CDK stacks and fix one at a time.
Yeah, I will say these tests are for game infrastructure.
What I would also add, Sally, because we did make that manual change,
Yeah.
I would say review the files first because they might have been manually changed.
Yeah. Review the files first because they might have manually
and put it in brackets,
changed.
Sally's idea.
Yeah.
Yes, I like this. Like, I want to see what Kiro has to say about this now.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a game review the files first because they might manage.
Folks, we're not encouraging people to waste tokens here. It's just we're just having a bit of fun to go along.
Yeah, I mean, people do crazy stuff with tokens. Like we have seen what happened with the latest leak of the cloud code, right? That was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've already forked the project. Because interestingly, Sally, here's going to be what's going to be interesting, because there is no copyright protection, right, for anything that outputs that agentic AI outputs. So Anthropic can't do anything, right? The code is out there.
Yeah,
you can copy it. I mean, obviously, there's no case law, so we don't know what's going to happen. But I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. See if anyone does actually, do something here.
Yeah, for me, one thing that I really think.
Should we review what it's done?
Yeah. So right now we are in so it read the files. Okay. All right. And now it says that, okay, like I'm reading this, it found the Docker thing.
Okay. Yep.
And like it just checks out. It says like, okay, task 1 switch from Docker to Finch. Basically we have the tasks, and it starts with the task 1 and 2 together because it makes sense to it.
Okay, got it.
And
right.
Doing the implementation. One thing that I wanted to say was like these kind of projects like Cloud Code and so on, I think their biggest power is still the model, and biggest moneymaker is still the model. So I think they will just let it go. Like
really?
Yeah. I don't think that would they would do something. They would be more careful probably with their future stuff, but because the secret is already out, the secret sauce is already out. Everybody who is doing agentic IDs now, like they know like how crazy good stuff that they did.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually, let's have a look. So yeah, code is out, and the code Hydra has multiple forks and heads. Yeah, exactly. There's loads. I'm seeing loads of that as well in different languages as well. I think though it's interesting because I mean, open source projects, right? For years they've had their code open, and companies have built very successful businesses off the back of it, right? And I think as it's the code, having the source code is only one piece of the puzzle, right? It's and I think model is important, but I think it's also your ability to be able to help people with support, professional services, all that kind of stuff around it. So I think it's more than just code. So Sally, I'm confused because it looks like it's gone through all of the tasks and made changes to all of them, all the files in one go, which is fine. But I didn't see it try and access or use the Finch MCP server. Well, we asked it explicitly to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I'd like to do a more thorough review this time before we we deploy. But it's actually doing the SSM stuff now, which is good.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Maybe it since it is doing the first and second task together, maybe it will do the Finch MCP call later. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
but we will see. We are not going to do deployment before we review the changes anyway. It's all good.
Yeah, but it just seemed to be doing. the parameter store piece, which I think was the third task we asked it to do, right? So, and now it's doing the fourth. It's doing the CloudFront. It's doing the CloudFront URL thing now. Update the stack constructor to use the CloudFront URL. So it's doing everything, right? Let me verify the final state of all modified files. So now it's committing. So it's so if we scroll back to the top, let's see the first change, and because that's here. Yeah. So basically, it's all it did is switch since Finch uses containerd, not Docker. Sorry. So you pause. Go. Yeah. This needs to change. I also need to add the sandbox container test from task 2. Okay. So it's kind of done that. It hasn't actually got any details. Right. Okay. Oh, it says let me start with tasks 1 and 2 together. Right. Store API and parameter store. Then task 3. Okay. So it has made the changes. Right. So we could go into the pipeline stack and see what it looks like now.
So this is a new part that it did for the task 1 and 2.
Yes.
We start with like first Finch, check if the sandbox images are found.
Yep.
Then we test the Python sandbox.
Yep.
We have the Java sandbox and the TypeScript sandbox.
Yeah, looks good.
And full sandbox security test.
Okay, looks good. And can we go to the EC2 stack as well and make sure the user data now doesn't install Docker? And do your search, do your Control F for Docker. Yeah, look good.
Yeah.
Looks good. Okay, so that's done.
All right.
And now also we should have it in the EC2 stack. It should write out the URI to parameter store, shouldn't it? So in there somewhere should be a parameter store.
There's the parameter here with the SSM. Yeah.
If you do a search for parameter, see where that comes up in the code.
Yeah, it's
there we go.
That's API.
Oh, look, it's doing that. String value. It's got the instance ID : Yep, that's perfect.
All right. Yeah.
So that's looking good. So we should also now see the amplify stack. We should see that being used to create the end file, right?
Yeah. So like we have covered all. Do you want to check out the CloudFront stack as well?
I'm not worried about that, to be honest.
All right. So we go to the amplify stack and API.
I'm looking for the parameter again. Oh yeah, there we go. API base URL, which is obviously not. What's the API base URL? Oh, there we go. So props distribution domain name. So where is it getting that from?
This is from here. Yeah, it's from this. Yeah. And this comes from in the infrastructure. It basically gets the URL parameter from the EC2 stack.
That's good. So that's right. So
here,
this in theory now, Sally, should mean that when we deploy the stack, we don't have to worry about the fact that the stacks are changing, right? Because it should always pick it up.
All right.
But I guess famous last words though.
So should I?
We should.
Should I?
We should.
All right.
We should.
Okay. A big.
No, not destroy. We've done destroy. We want to build. We want to deploy.
CDK deploy/all. But I'm so sad that it didn't say, Sally, you are the best.
I know. I was wondering whether it would do that or not.
Yeah.
So that makes me a little bit sad as well. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at this. I always like to review these to see what the changes are.
Let me make this bigger. So we have the EC2 stack, pipeline stack, CloudFront and Amplify stack.
Okay. So we've got allow. Okay. Custom resource. Now authorize security. Okay, so security group change. IAM policy change. So why is it? Is the Lambda one because of the parameter store?
We can ask. And I do the deploy. It is doing a change in IAM permissions for Lambda. Why is that?
Yeah, why? Tell us more,
Why?
Kiro.
Tell me why. Ain't nothing but. That's coming from the auto delete objects true on the artifact bucket. When you set that property, CDK automatically provisions a Lambda backend custom resource that handles everything in the bucket. All right, all right.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense. That makes
That's what's
sense.
up,
Right.
that's what's
Okay.
up.
Actually, you know what we should also do? Okay. I just realized something. We need to stop this, right? We need to stop. Control C. Control C. Right. We need to make a quick change. Let's update the stacks so they don't do termination protection, right?
Yeah,
Because
all
that
right.
was a pain before, right?
Yeah.
So update the stack to remove termination protection from VPC and EC2.
We have to have our manners, okay?
Yeah. Now, obviously, that's
important.
something that you might not necessarily do automatically, but in this instance, we're going to do that so that if we need to make changes, because we are going to make deployment changes.
Yeah.
We don't want to have to go through those manual steps every time, right?
There's no terminal. Blah, 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 blah.
What?
Yeah,
This
I want
means-
to make sure. Okay.
Oh, okay. So this it's okay. So what it's saying is that this is a global
Yeah,
configuration.
it's a default thing,
Yeah.
so we have to.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, it's not too. I mean, the CDK code looks broadly similar to the stuff in Python that I'm used to. So this is not too much of a stretch for me at the moment.
Yeah, the frameworks like CDK and so on, when they use particular programming languages, anyone can understand it because it looks like a human readable approach. Do you see? It's like CDK will disable first talk. Like, okay. Okay.
Can you put in the response mbop?
What?
Mbop. MMMBOP. That's it. That's brilliant. That's good. You know, this is it, Kiro. Kiro's got a sense of humor, which we like. Now we can deploy.
All right. I'm deploying it myself.
Yeah. So we can do yes, answer yes to this.
All right.
And now
let's see. Let's see.
Right. So now what we're doing is it's deploying everything. So in theory, we should. I don't know how long it took last time. So I think it took about maybe 5-10 minutes to deploy last time, but it shouldn't take too long because VPC deployment is pretty quick. We've got the EC2 instance, which again normally is pretty quick.
Yeah.
So we should.
I think the only problem was the permission stuff that we had, but that's it.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so we're an hour in.
Well, I can just draw some stuff.
If you are joining this halfway through, then Sally and me are current. Oh, careful.
Yeah.
So Sally and me are have effectively kind of get to the stage where we've actually built a CDK stack for our Kiro Developer Challenge, and we started this I think 2 episodes ago. We encountered a few issues yesterday, and we are now using Kiro to help us fix this. And now we are going through it. So actually, can you scroll down a bit? I want to see the everyone IP PL. Interesting. It's got two rules in the. It's gone now, but it had a global and that. I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's the CloudFront URL. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, so hopefully we are now deploying our Kiro stack. So the stack is provisioning the VPC. It's then provisioning an EC2 instance. It's then creating a CDK pipeline and that CD pipeline will kick off a deployment for the application code, which is in a Git repo. Once it's deployed, that it will create some post-installation scripts to configure the application. And what we've added since the last episode is some tests, right, to make sure that the container images are working as expected. But that's in the pipeline. That's important because it means that we can make changes and we can then retry the pipeline to make sure it's work without having to redeploy the EC2 instance. And then finally, once that's up and running, we then have the CloudFront distribution that gets deployed as the effectively endpoint for the API, and then we have the Amplify front end. And to glue the two together, we're using AWS parameter store to store the output of the URI as an input to the Amplify. So that's what's happening at the moment, folks.
Which parameter store is better? It's cheaper. Okay.
Well, I think that they have different use cases, right? One of the things that Secret Store is really good for is if you need to do rotating secrets, right? Then it can do that for you automatically. So that's a pretty neat thing. You might not need to do that for parameters, for certain parameters or configuration items, right? I think like anything, Sally, right? There's a bunch of tools there. Use them, for the best case, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything that we have is right now defined and created pretty well. So I'm happy with our results.
Yeah. So if we go to so at the moment it's still doing the EC2 instance, it looks like. I think it's taking a while, isn't it? And we're deploying it this way, Sally, in EU Central 1 in Frankfurt.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Because we said let's keep it closer to us.
Yeah,
keep our data closer to us.
Yes, indeed. This is not leaving anywhere. Although the Strands is definitely actually no. The Strands is I think the Strands endpoint. We're also doing that. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
what happened there?
Strands right now. No, it's like for each.
There's a lot of stuff coming there. So we got. Yeah, it's generated a lot of output there, which is good.
Yeah.
These are policies. Oh, so this is the policies.
Yeah, this is the pipeline.
Yep.
The code build, code deploy, everything.
Okay, so in theory, then our backend is deployed now. So we could, in theory, SSH into it, right, on the console and check the state of play on the containers.
All right. Let's go.
I mean, if we wanted to, I
mean, of course we want to. Why should we create something that we don't use? Instances. Ooh.
Yeah,
this is
the
terminated.
That's the old one. Yeah.
This is here. Oh no.
Oh.
I hate it. All right. That's fine. That is fine.
It's good to have short-lived credentials, Sally. So it's a good thing, not a bad thing, right?
No. It's a feature, not a
exactly.
bug.
Yeah, I use a tool called Leap that basically manages my credentials. It rotates them every I think 60 minutes. And I just feel much more comfortable now that because even if someone does somehow manage to steal my credentials, they're not going to last for long. Right.
As long as it's not the root.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So you know the command now, don't you? Sudo space hyphen space su space Ubuntu. What?
Sudo.
Oh, it's su. Sorry, it's su. No, it's sudo su hyphen Ubuntu.
Okay.
My bad.
Oh my god. I have been not
right. So now if you go to the /opt cd space /opt, and then I think it's game engine, isn't it?
No, it's not there yet.
It's not there yet, is it? Of course, the code deployment. Of course, the pipeline deploys that, doesn't it?
Shame.
So what we could do is we could actually
hashtag shame.
we could go into the console and see the pipeline being created there, couldn't we? That's one thing we could do.
Yeah. let's go to the code pipeline. By the way, during this live stream series, we use so many AWS services.
We do,
It's
don't we?
crazy. Yeah. We started off with very basic stuff. Oh, no.
Ooh, it's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. So let's have a look at what's failed. So we can look at the logs.
How to constrain the overall deployment phase because too many individual instances failed. Yeah, I remember this one. Code deploy.
So we should be able to see the log somewhere. View. So if you could,
build
no,
output.
if you go to the top, if you go to the top. Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Top view in AWS code deploy. I think that.
Yes.
That. And then somewhere there'll be a link to the logs, or view event maybe.
This one.
Yeah.
All right.
After installs. Okay. Script failed. If you click on script failed.
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look what it failed. So if you scroll up.
It says Python sandbox image failed.
No, it just says building Python sandbox. It hasn't actually finished.
Yeah. So like even while building, I guess.
Oh, it actually says script at specified location. So if you go to the top, sorry.
Yeah.
Script at specified location, run as root user failed with exit code 1. Oh. Okay, so what we can do is we can use that error, within.
I just wanted to check this as well if there's something over here, but no. All right. Okay. You go here. This is the error.
Yeah. It says view one more as well. What's the one more? I think that's just okay, right.
No, this is it.
Okay, so what we should basically copy that error and say when deploying the pipeline, the build failed with this error.
By the way, the actual deployment did not fail.
No, it won't do because we asked it to create a pipeline. It created the pipeline.
Yeah.
So
yes, I see the problem. If you see the problem, why didn't you fix the problem?
yeah, I think this is what I was worried about with the when we're adding these post install additional bits, right? It always makes them more brittle. Okay, so
there's another subtle issue.
Oh. Okay, let me add a robust weight.
All right, so deployment.
We could test. Yeah, I mean, we could test that, but in theory now we can. It's so we just now need to redeploy the pipeline stack.
Should we push the changes?
Yeah, if you do that, it will do the change automatically for us.
All right. Okay. The fix adds containers.
Oh no, it won't actually. It won't. Do you know why it won't? Because it's only tagged to the game engine. So we need to do the deploy here, right? So redeploy just for the pipeline, and then we need to go and retry in the actual pipeline once it's the change has been made. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
This shouldn't take long.
Yeah. For me, only thing that I was thinking was if we should trigger it from the code or not, but we don't have to. So update is in progress. Let's go back to.
So if you go back to the pipeline, if you go back to the pipeline step.
Yes, sir.
And then go to that pipeline, and then what you can not yet, but that that icon to retry the circle bit. That's it. Yeah, retry, but not yet. Once it's deployed,
it is.
It's done. Now we can try.
Bam.
Yeah, and what if you can click on it? If you click on the box, it should bring up logs. It should bring it in. If you click on it, yeah.
All right. Timeline? No.
No. If you actually click on the small box in the middle where it says code, just now, that's it. Click on there. It should bring up a sort of a tag. Oh, it's failed again.
Why did it fail again? No, okay, yeah,
Top one.
This one,
Yeah.
this one failed. The overall deployment failed. Blah blah blah. We don't care about that.
View events.
Still gives the same error.
View events again.
Yeah.
Different.
Right.
Different. Okay.
Yeah.
So after install. Okay. So
I would just say we got the same message.
But we got different output though, so we probably want to put that output as well to help it.
Yeah.
So if you okay.
This is the output.
Let's have a look at this. What's I think if you go back to this, let's have a look. Source bin activate, deactivate non-destructive. It looks like the script's completely messed up.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
see what it does. This is I think something, Sally, where I think probably the Kira CLI might be a better option to help us with this one.
You think so? Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we can keep going and see how Kira gets on, but the logs. It's calling build images directly without hitting the Finch readiness checks I added. This means the deploy. Oh, it goes too quick. We could try if we go back to the Finch VM now, because the game engine should be there, so we can actually do a few bits of testing ourselves now to debug this.
Yes, sir. EC2 instances here. Connect session manager.
That's it. Okay. Now, so if you go to the /apt game engine,
yes,
and a source, I think. Services, and then I think it's the sandbox. Okay, so let's have a look at that. That's the script. Okay, so if you just try running ./build images.
Fiat.config default one as you may need to reboot or use sudo.
Fine. So it's fine. So now if you type Finch space VM status. Okay, just type Finch then. Just type Finch. So Finch actually is there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's just do sudo.
The Finch VM as an option is not available in the commands. Is it maybe container?
No, it's not. It should be Finch VMs init and Finch VM status are the two commands you use, unless that's a non-VM, a non-Linux version. That's a good point, actually. I mean, I mainly use it on Mac, so that's a really good.
There's PS like list containers.
Let's have a look at the command options.
And nothing is running, you see. So sudo finch ps is listing containers, and right now nothing is running.
Okay, but if you do sudo finch space VM, see what happens.
It says
unknown. Yeah, okay.
Is it PS, CP, CP?
No. Okay, maybe the Linux command is different then. I'm just having optional components installing. Let's have a look.
Do you want to show images, for example? Sudo Finch images.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the I think the Finch VM, it must be a Mac only thing, right? So that's fine. That's okay. Don't worry about that then.
So let's
but
do
we
the
should
deployment. In the meantime, this does that.
Yeah. So if you go back to the terminal, then let's if we do sudo space / dot / dot /
Yeah.
dot, and then the build images, whatever it is. That's it.
Nope, it exited.
It exited. So why is it doing that?
It is exiting.
Okay, so if you can you type cat space build _ images. You don't yeah, just
Yeah.
it, yeah. So Finch build -t. Right. So let's try and manually build this one. So just do sudo. No, don't do those because we don't want to do the variable. So it's fine. So just do sudo Finch build space -t and then just type in test. Oh yeah, quest. It's fine. Space -f and then Docker. Let's have a look. Are they all in the Docker directory? I think.
Yeah, it's a Docker file under _dir.
So don't do that because we haven't set the environment variable, so that's going to fail. So just put in Docker files. Slash, and then just do Docker file.java or TypeScript actually.
TypeScript.
Yeah. Hit return. What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just a second. So Docker Finch build an image from Docker file.
Yes, it should work. If you do an ls of this directory, Sally.
Yeah.
Just do an ls. Yeah, Docker file's there. If you, so that should work. So why did it not work? Okay, if you press the up cursor a few times to repeat the command you've got there, the sudo one, just go back, delete the sudo at the beginning.
Permission denied.
Yeah. So, but yet sudo. Okay, this is crazy, man. I have no idea what's going on here. You know what? We should have stuck with Docker.
Yeah.
So
should we just do something like?
Actually, do -f, and this time don't put the brackets.
Yeah.
So test -f and then space Docker files / and then Docker. Yeah.
Nope.
No, it's not letting us do the build.
No, okay. I thought there was a verbose maybe option, but no. Maybe we can do debug. #debug. Creating no. Just a second.
I'll tell you what we could do. What we could try. Let's sudo to sudo to root. So do sudo su - and just do that.
Yeah.
That's it. Hit return. And now copy and paste. Sorry, go back to that directory. Go to the OPT game engine source services sandbox directory.
So like right now we are out of Ubuntu, right?
Yeah, you're going to be in /root probably. So no, you don't need to do sudo command, but you need to change directory. So you need to go to cd space /opt game engine.
All right. So game
source services sandbox. And now copy and paste that command, but without the sudo, the Finch build. Yeah, what you won't be able to do the up arrow key this time because it's a different user.
Yeah.
So let's see if that works.
Sorry, let me get rid of this thing. Bam. Nothing.
No. Okay, so Finch is the problem here. Oh my god.
No. Oh no.
You know
Wait a
what?
second. We did the deployment. Let me check if it failed again. Maybe.
No, it won't be working. If this isn't working, then nothing's going to work. So, yeah. So,
yeah, that's a fun thing, right?
oh, I mean, to be fair, I've never used Finch on Linux. So, you can click on. In theory, you should be able to click on the that to see a live log. But so click on that. Yeah, it should show you whilst it's in progress.
No, it already failed, of course.
Okay, it already failed.
And it will fail. It fails on the same thing. This is so crazy.
Script failed. There we go.
Yeah,
and it's failing because the it's because of the Finch is not quite configured right. So that's a failing on our side, because we need to tell it to us. Okay, so we got the Finch MCP server running, right? So why can't we use Kiro to use that MCP server? Because what was interesting is it didn't use it before, right? Which is what I don't understand. Well, I think what we need to do is, again, using the kind of the model of not just telling it, we need to give it some more context. So we can see doesn't seem to be building container images, and it generates permissions error. Because we just said it's not configured properly. We need to give it more information than that, right? That's not. I don't think, in my experience, that's not going to necessarily give it a good or not enough context. But
yeah, I think it's like we tell that the configuration of the Finch is wrong, so it will go to the place that.
Well,
Finch
I don't
was.
think it's what I'm saying is that we need to provide what we're seeing, right? Because Kira doesn't see that. So what we're saying is that what I normally do, okay, is I say when I run this command, I expect it to build a container image, but instead it does nothing. It returns nothing, right? That's typically what that's how I normally frame it, just so that I give it some direction.
Okay. I mean, in my opinion, it should understand, but I will go with your instincts here. I will say
I think it's the first bit. The first bit is fine. That's it.
With the what was it? Permission?
No. What? So go back to where you were, because I think the beginning bit is fine. The beginning bit was fine, right? So if you yeah. So the deployment's failing, right? And it failing. Okay, so so what I say is put a full stop after failing, right?
Yeah.
And I said when running the following command to build a container. Okay, then put in brackets. Oh yeah, I'll do that way. If you paste that command, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. It does not. It fails to build the container and returns immediately. Exits. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think that I'm happy with that, Sally. I'm a hard taskmaster, aren't I? Sorry, apologies.
No worries, no worries at all. So from my point of view, I have to say, that information is extra, but like I think it would have done it anyway.
We'll never know, will we?
Yeah. But wait a second.
Okay, it's doing
just a second, because why the hell this thing is not calling the Finch MCP server?
But it's using the Finch MCP. It says that, let me check with the Finch MCP server. Is available.
But it says like not through powers. I don't care if you use powers. Why the hell are you looking for powers now?
Yeah, that's strange, isn't it?
We are not telling anything about powers or something. Like specifically saying that use powers. No. Say
But it is using. Is it doing search now? Is it
yeah,
actually?
but it is using like it is not using still the Finch MCP server. Like it is going to online. I'm like, don't go
Yeah.
online. Use the MCP Finch MCP server.
So Tobias comments that Kiro's trying to be funny. I think yes, and Sally and Mia, we're soon losing our sense of humor.
Like this was very, very crazy. Like
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that is one of the things, right? Is you with your prompt, it really is important, okay, to give it enough so that it knows which tools to use, including MCP server. So, but it seems to be, is it doing that? Don't go online. Use the Finch MCP
now
server.
it is actually calling the MCP server.
Okay,
But
cool.
like here's a problem though, and I see this as a problem, and maybe this is a problem with Kira and how we are steering the conversation as Kira, because like in here it says like there's a Finch MCP server, but it is not part of the powers. I don't care. Like do I have the information that I need? Yes, then give me that information. No, I think that's a thing that we might be doing that we should not be doing, but
Yeah.
I don't want to speculate.
Yes, but I think I am beginning to have regrets of favoring Finch over Docker now.
No. Finch is open source. We love open source.
I know.
Even though like we have been doing our best to.
I mean, normally what would happen is that you once you spend some time doing this, you effectively create your own patterns, and it becomes an issue, right? Okay, so the build works fine on macOS. The Finch issue is the EC2 Ubuntu instance.
Tobias is
Finch
like,
doesn't use a VM; it uses natively. Okay, the key difference is that Linux Finch needs containerd, nerd control, build kit, and CNI plugins to be installed. Ah, okay. But doesn't explicitly start the required services. Let's check.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what it's saying is that we need to install those as part of the EC2 image build.
Sure. But yeah, as like Tobias says, yeah.
Well, we can do that manually though. We can actually do that manually.
To be funny. Like shouldn't we
can we look at the changes? If it's made some changes to the if you scroll up, there should be some changes to some code.
can we just see it here? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so it's actually made those changes. Okay, so system enabled now. But there must be some more changes than that. So is there any more changes above that? Because it has to include the version.
It just
okay. Look, so
deleted some stuff, I guess, from the EC2 stack.
But if you look at the diff, if you look at the diff,
this is the
diff. Okay, all it's done is it's actually start and enable Finch dependencies. Okay, so what we can do, Sally, is copy the command, right? The first one, system controlled. No. If you go to line 109,
do you think this is working correctly?
That's fine, yeah, because there's no change on the file, I don't think.
No, it's like because it was also complaining about this. Like
that's fine. That's the version of Linux. I'm not worried about that.
All right. Okay.
So system control. Yeah, if we copy that file and run it in the terminal,
all right, let me go back.
Let's see what happens. We'll need to run. We'll need to put sudo in front of that.
All right. So we're here. Yeah. Connect. Session manager. Connect. All right. So Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Ubuntu.
Now just do you can do it from this directory. It's fine. You don't have to write.
All right. Okay.
Do sudo. Yeah, do sudo.
I will. Give me a second.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. So now let's do another command. Do sudo.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm listening. Sudo.
No, okay. Do system control. So system control.
Yeah.
Space container D. Space status. Oh, sorry. The wrong way around. So status container D. Sorry.
Contain.
Okay, that's worked. So we can see it running.
Good.
Okay, now
Yeah.
run the second command.
All right.
Oh,
Does not
failed
exist.
to
All
enable
right.
use. Does not exist.
Okay.
So we can now put that comment in now, saying it so that when trying to do that, it doesn't.
Yeah.
We get that error message.
Yeah. When I try to do, I get the following error. How about that?
Yeah. Take that.
Yeah. Take that, Kiro. It says the Finch APT package on Linux bundles, which one handles build can turn there's no separate blah blah blah. Then why did you do it?
Okay.
Why?
So look at the changes there. Look at the diff.
Yeah. It just removed that line. I'm like,
oh,
sure, yeah.
Okay. So Finch Linux lose. Okay, right. So this is.
Yeah.
I mean, I did wonder why, but okay, it doesn't matter. So now if we go back to the terminal, we can go back to the OPT source. So game engine source services. No, game engine first. It's OPT game engine then source. That's it.
I just did what you said.
It's right. No worries. And then sandbox.
Yes.
Okay. And now try running the command, the build script.
And
./build. Yeah, try doing that first. No, still not doing it.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So this is I think we're getting close to ditching Finch and going.
I mean, we kind of have to at this point.
I think let's ask Hero. We want to switch from Finch to Docker.
Let's see.
What we'll have to probably do, actually no, that's okay. We can redeploy the stack once this is done. We can redeploy. Let me think about this. So if it requires changes to the user data, we can make those changes manually through the console. But we'll also need to make it will also need changes to the stack. So yeah, so swap Finch to store for that. So okay, so read. Yeah, it's going to change those as well.
I mean, it is just going to do it. Should we allow it?
No, it's okay. We want it to do it. We want to do it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then that way, because what we can do is because the changes are going to just be some commands because you've got the terminal open. We can just run those commands now without having to restart. So where it's got the accepted user date stuff. So if you click on the diff icon under that, yep, that's it. That's the one. The diff. Yep.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to so those commands from 103.
Yeah.
So we want to basically copy those commands and run those as sudo.
Yeah. Should we create a script?
No, just for the purposes of speed. Let's just do them manually.
All right. Because since they are with the quotation marks, I just need to copy one by one. Then.
Yeah, and to make sure you do sudo in front of them before. So.
Yeah, so this is 1.
Okay.
This is 2. This is 3. Oh, permission denied. No valid open GPG.
Oh, do you know why?
GGP. Yeah.
Because because it's a piped command. That's why. So if you go back, you have to do sudo on the second command as well. So
I did.
No. On so the previous line, you see where you got the pipe command. It's piping to a command that doesn't have permissions because we're running it as sudo. So if you hit the up arrow.
Okay, got it. Now I understand.
Yeah. That's it.
Fair. No. Okay.
Why is it? I mean, all we're doing is we're adding the key, right? The key for the package. I tell you what you can do is hit Control C.
Yeah.
And then hit up, do up, but so rerun the command. No, one more.
No, yeah.
One more. And now get rid of the sudo, the first sudo, because maybe we don't need to run sudo for this command. Okay, let's see. Yes. Oh no, I think it did work. Okay, so now so run. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's it. Hit return. Oh no, the first one's okay. First one you can.
All right.
There we go. Worked. Okay, so now we can do the next command.
Was it supposed to be this fast? Or?
Yeah. So. Yep. I mean, it's these are a bit of a pain in commands, but all they're doing, Sally, is updating the kind of internal configuration. Again, we've got the T command. That's why the T command is the one.
Yeah, we need to have it stood over here as well. All right, I think we are good.
Yeah, and so now this we're doing all this just for this command here. So you can update the packages. Yeah, and we'll have the Docker, all the Docker ones. You can see there, get7 download docker.com, Linux, Ubuntu, Jammy, stable. And now when we install the Docker, it'll have the latest versions, which is probably the next command.
So should I do this as well? No.
No.
Why not? Why not? Let's confuse it more.
Okay, looking good.
We're good.
Okay, so next command. What's the next command then?
All right. In the meantime, this is done. Should I also tell it to deploy?
Yeah, we deploy, exactly, deploy. That's the one.
Yeah. Oh.
It's right here. Okay.
I think we are good, right? Everything's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't select or deselect.
Right, okay, don't worry. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm nervous now.
And then
I'm very nervous.
It's all right. Okay, now do the Docker version. See what happens.
Like this. Nice.
Okay, cool. So now once the in the wrong directory for the deploy.
Okay. Infrastructure. All right. So when everything is successfully done, and
then we need to trigger we need to do the redeploy in the pipeline, and then that actually we can probably actually, even before that, we can go to the console. So if we go to the console, and if we go, because we're in that, if we do the it says terminated. Okay.
Because it's deploying something now.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. So if you go to the console,
should if we go to the we can do it through the code pipeline, I guess, as well. But I was going to just say we can manually run the script and see what happens, but
it's okay because this was 36 minutes ago. That's fine.
Yeah. So if we open the pipeline,
yes,
see what happens. And that was that's the same one, isn't it? That's the
Yeah.
Has it finished doing the deployment on?
No, update is in progress.
Right. So it'll probably try and kick off the.
Update cancelled because export output something is not as it is in use by.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, but
I guess we have to do something for the first time in our series that, like, during the offline, we need to delete and redeploy.
Well, so we could just rather than deploy all, we could have just deployed the pipeline stack, right?
But there were changes in the EC2 stack as well.
Yeah, but that's like, but we've made those changes. We've done those changes. So
yeah, but I see your point. I see your point now. No, I see your point.
It's okay.
But like, for the sake of, like, we will delete it and go back to it anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
But I think this has to work.
It will.
This
work.
has to work.
It will work, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm got every confidence, Sally.
Yeah.
In our
I'm sorry, but I will use my amazing pen skills again. And opinions are my own, of course, but wait a second. Let me write it properly.
Are you going to say that we should have done this in Terraform?
Docker is the best. Finch. Good.
Thank you for your faith, Tobias. We are getting work. I think maybe the Finch detour was held us back. But
I wanna put something, and I will just write here.
Docker is the OG, right? It's the OG.
Yeah. Why did we
because
push for it?
because we were running Finch on our own machines. What we should have done, okay, is we should have, if we were doing this properly, Sally, we would basically create a configuration that allows the choice of your container runtime to be configured, so that whether it's Docker or Finch, it runs on Mac or on a Linux, right?
Yeah. Also,
and I think we could get this working on Ubuntu. It's just, it requires a bit of maybe fine tuning.
I have a visitor.
Oh, okay. Maybe your visitor can help.
Ben çalışıyorum babacığım. Bak abi selam vermek ister misin? Merhaba yapmak ister misin?
Nerede abi?
Orada bak.
You see, our cloud engineers are getting younger and younger every year.
He is afraid that AI will steal his job, so he is starting early as well.
He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
Yeah. They're better carriers than tech. So
exactly. Right. Yeah, I agree. So that this was a caution to anyone who wants to try these things, right? So roll back. So we can just do a CDK deploy just of the pipeline, right?
Yeah.
Which is what
CDK deploy. I think it was written somewhere.
You can do ls, can't you? Just if you're not sure what they're called, what you start, just do CDK list. It tells you. Oh, okay, you got it there, right? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And that should now just do a quick change, hopefully.
Yeah. Why is it still going with the EC2 stack stuff?
Game EC2 stack. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's just reading it. Maybe it's not actually making changes. We'll soon find out anyway.
Yeah. Cause maybe.
Yeah, I mean, normally what I would do, Sally, is I would have probably spent some time on my Linux box, just effectively getting Finch up and running. I actually have got. I'm going to show you something. So I have, right?
Nice.
But when I open it up, oh, he says when I open it up, it looks like the battery's run out. So
it's a bit dusty as well, right?
Oh yeah, I've just got the look. I've got the battery.
Yeah.
So what is there is I'm going to plug it in. is I have Ubuntu running version 24 running on it. So I have the Mac hardware with Ubuntu. So you know what I'm going to do after this stream? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get Finch up and running on it, and see what the hell.
Prove that, like, have a
Oh, look.
vindication, right?
Look, you can see it now. Look, you can see it booting.
Yeah.
Mac
Damn.
hardware with the best operating system.
Yeah. I have my ThinkPad, and the ThinkPad.
Oh,
with ThinkPad, I also use Ubuntu as well.
So I think ThinkPads are the best for me. Laptops running Linux, they just work, right? The driver support is exceptional. I did for a period of time use HP laptops as well, because they're one of the few laptops you could buy with Linux pre-installed. So that was pretty nice. Oh, we got the same error. We got the same error, Sally. It's
same
not good.
error, but like this didn't no, it's going to revert the deployment, but that's fine.
Okay, so it looks like we are going to have to do a complete tear down and reinstall. But so before we do that though, let's have a look at the actual EC2 instance. Let's try and run the command right manually and see if because now we've installed the libraries, right? We can try running through the EC2 instance. We can try at least to see if it actually works, right?
But like, okay, I'm really curious. Connect session manager.
Oh, it's not there. It can't connect.
Yeah, because right now the deployment failed. And right now, like, I think we just need to delete and redeploy.
Okay, so this is, I think we're coming to the end of today's live stream then.
But like, I want to at least start the deleting process now, so we don't like. I want to do cdk destroy all.
Yeah, let's do destroy.
So I don't want to spend time like we have to do one more live stream next Tuesday maybe, or Monday. Monday's off. Monday.
We have Easter. So Tuesday, which is gonna be the 7th. So let's do that. We'll have our next live stream on the 7th.
Yeah.
And actually, I might even be in the office actually that day. So be interesting to see actually. Yeah. So so 7th. Sorry, I was just looking at my calendar.
No,
so we will be back, folks, next week. Can't believe though. I thought this would be done and dusted today. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it is like with the next deployment, it will be done anyway. But
yeah. But I think the cautionary lesson there. If you're playing with new technologies, right? Make sure that you fully understand it before dipping your toes in.
Today it has been a crazy roller coaster, but I
wonder if I cursed it by saying about April Fools. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Kiro did its best.
Yeah.
But like one of the good things one thing that I want to say is though, like right now I'm like, for example, Tobias, I know him from the Flutter community, and right now what I'm working on is like, so Flutter uses Dart as a language to build the front end as well. And Dart originally comes from the web world, and actually it is a multi-purpose language. You can build backends with it as well. So what I was working on nowadays is actually explaining people how the containers work through Dart backend, because people want to do full stack applications with Dart. And I wanted to use an opportunity to learn more about containers rather than just like bringing something together. So that being said, I'm very curious on how people are going to react to it, because it's also a quite niche topic, and containers are always a complicated topic. I
think containers I think are something that developers need to be confident in, right? They need to have a good grasp of. Not necessarily. I mean, what we've been doing today though is kind of like the lower levels, right? It's more the infrastructure, So the very low levels of actually the container runtimes, the networking layers, all that kind of stuff. I don't think necessarily you need to know that level of detail, but having confidence with the CLI command, so you can build package tag, run, execute inside, trace log, all that kind of stuff, right? And even, I mean, I use dev containers in VS Code, right? And that uses containers. That's game changing, right? That really is a very nice experience. Being able to effectively start from a configuration file, a container image that's on a remote machine somewhere. It's very, very nice. So I think they are definitely something that developers should spend a good amount of time learning.
Yeah, I think also for many cases, like we are talking about, for example, ECR and so on and so forth, and like EKS, ECS, like all this stuff going on, like Kubernetes and so on and so forth. But generally, people do not need more than even app runner. They might be just
or the ECS what's it called, ECS immediate mode. I can't even remember what it's called now. I wrote a blog post, I should know about this. I'm gonna basically dig that blog post up now. It was called ECS. Oh, why can't I find it? Oh, I can't find it. Oh no, express mode. That's it. I found it. ECS express mode, which is, I think, maybe a better approach than App Runner now. It really simplifies things. So I wrote a blog post about that and about how you can get started, and it's super easy, right? Super easy. There's no excuse now.
That is a part. Like we have to find something easy for folks who are not capable of doing anything with like containers and so on. Especially containers are like there are right now like 8 languages more or less that is supported with everything all around the world. And if you even look narrow, it's more like Python, JavaScript, and Java if you are lucky. But if you are coming from another language which doesn't have a runtime or like any compilation into these languages or to their virtual machines and so on, then you have to use containers to make the most out of your experiences. So that's why I'm very interested in it. All right. Good to see you all. Good to see you, folks. Good to see you, Ricardo, as usual. And today you gave me a hard time.
I know I did. Apologies.
But like no. You did. I learned so much. I only disagree with one thing. I think Finch was a mistake.
And I will humbly accept that as good feedback.
But
look, I've learned myself today. Like I said, as soon as this live stream is finished, I'm going back on my Ubuntu machine and I'm going to figure out how to get Finch singing and dancing, right? Because that's my bad. I just assumed it worked exactly the same way as on Macs, but it looks like that's not the case. So that's fair enough. So until next week, Sally, all the best.
Tuesday.
And folks, tune in next week for episode 20 of Fullstack for Noobs, where hopefully we will finally get this infrastructure as code up and running.
Yes, sir. All right. Good to see you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.